Let me tell you about a man named Sang-woo Lee. Back in 2006, he went to federal prison. And his crime? He helped rig the price of the single most important chip inside the device you're watching this video on right now. He did 8 months for it. And today, he's back to being the company's president. The company he did it for was Samsung. And this month, Samsung walked into a federal court in California, accused of pulling the exact same trick all over again, alongside the only 2 other companies dominating the industry. Here is what makes this story interesting. The people suing them aren't powerful. We're talking about a handful of regular shoppers and a couple of small computer shops. And honestly, they'll probably lose. But whether they win or not kind of missed the point, because the bill at the center of the whole case is already sitting in your pocket. For about a year now, every time price went up, we've all been told the same thing. Blame AI. These guys says AI isn't the cause at all. It's a cover. So stick with me, because I want to show you the crime, the betrayal that could blow the whole thing open, and why 3 of the hottest stock on the market should be sweating right now. Let's start with the part you've already felt. The price of computer memory has gone up by around 700% in 4 years. To put that in perspective, a stick of RAM that cost you $100 a couple of years back now runs closer to $800. And 2 weeks ago, it hit your wallet in the most obvious way possible. Apple raised the price of basically everything it makes. And in their own words, quote, "We have never seen a component price increase this much, this quickly." And honestly, just think about how many ways AI is already reaching into your bank account. You pay for it in your subscriptions. You pay for it on your electricity bill, as these data centers drink up the grid. If you've got a retirement account, you're riding the AI rally whether you signed up for it or not. And now you're paying for it again in the actual memory inside the laptop on your desk. AI keeps finding new pockets to reach into, and this is just the newest one. So picture a small repair shop, because one of the actual plaintiffs here is a little Florida outfit called My Florida PC. The owner orders the same memory he's ordered for 15 years, and the quote comes back double. Then it doubles again. He either eats up the cost or pass it on to you. And either way, somebody is getting hurt. And that little shop is about to take a swing at the biggest empire in tech. Let's just look at the matchup here. On one side, 14 ordinary shoppers and 3 small businesses, one of them literally called Choice Computers. On the other side, Samsung, SK Hynix and Micron, 3 companies worth well over $1 trillion combined and currently having the best run on the stock market they've ever had. And these 3 don't just compete in memory, they basically are the memory market. Together, they make around 90% of all the DRAM on the planet. That's 9 out of 10 memory chips in your phone, your laptop, every AI server in every data center. 90% sitting in 3 pair of hands. So you might be wondering, why would a little Florida repair shop pick a fight it's probably going to lose? Well, because the little guy have seen this movie before. He already know how it ends, and by the end of this video, so will you. So here's why I mentioned that prison story earlier, because this isn't the first time, it's the second. Between 1998 and 2002, 5 memory makers, including all 3 of the companies being sued today, ran an international price-fixing conspiracy. And that's not me speculating. They pleaded guilty. It kicked off when companies like Dell and Gateway noticed their costs getting quietly inflated, and the US Justice Department came knocking. And the punishment was real. Samsung paid $300 million, which at the time was the 3rd largest antitrust fine in American history. One Micron sale manager even got caught shredding and altering the very documents a grand jury had asked for. Talk about not acting guilty. And Sungwoo Lee, the man we opened with, traded his office for a prison cell. So when these plaintiffs says they're doing it again, they're not just throwing accusations around, they're pointing at a rap sheet. But the most fascinating part of that old case isn't the fine, it's how the whole thing fell apart. Because a cartel only works if everybody keeps their mouths shut. And these three didn't. When regulators started closing in, one of them broke ranks. One company quietly walked in, handed over the evidence, pointed the finger straight at its two partners, and walked out with full immunity. It saved its own skin and left Samsung and SK Hynix holding the bag. And you guessed it, that company was Micron. The same Micron sitting at the defendant's table right now, shoulder to shoulder with the two partners it once sold out. So these three aren't friends, they're rivals who's allegedly played nice when it pays, and one of them has already proven it'll turn on the other two the second things get hot enough. So the plaintiff's best hope isn't some dramatic confession at the stand. It's that history just repeats itself. That one of these three, under pressure again, flips again. That's the crack in the wall, and everybody involved knows it's there. So exactly what are they accused of this time? The plaintiff says that since 2022, all three quietly pulled back on regular memory at the same time and pivoted to the pricier AI version. All three pulled back together, nobody broke rank to grab market share, they moved as one. And here's the trap. There's no fourth company that can just swoop in and undercut them. Building a single memory factory costs $15 to $20 billion. And the one machine on Earth that actually makes these chips is booked out years in advance by those same three. And their smoking gun example, Micron shut down Crucial, its consumer memory brand, and the lawsuit says it killed that brand, quote, at the most profitable price point in its history. Who walks away from a product right when it's printing money? Only someone who's pretty confident the other two aren't going to step in and take the customers. And real quick, since we're already talking about Micron, I actually broke this exact company down on the channel about 4 months ago. And since then, the stocks roughly quadrupled. And if you want to catch these stories before they blow up into headlines, subscribing is the best way to stay ahead of the curve. Now back to the video. And if you're rooting for the little guys to win, I have some bad news for you, because here's the problem. A nearly identical lawsuit has already been tried and it lost. Back in 2018, a different firm sued these same three over an earlier price spike. A court threw it out, and in 2022, the appeals court agreed, ruling that three companies all reacting the same way to the same market isn't automatically a conspiracy. And the defense has some genuinely good cards. The AI demand is not made up. At one point, OpenAI floated spending over $1 trillion on memory alone, when the richest buyers alive are basically begging you for the AI chips. Of course, you build those instead of the cheap stuff. And on top of that, all three are pouring billions into brand new factories right now. And honestly, you don't spend billions adding capacity if your whole plan is to keep things scarce. So will the little guy win? Probably not, if I'm being real with you. Right now, the case mostly runs on, well, they've done it before. But here's why, if you're invested in these stocks, you should still be paying close attention to this lawsuit. These three stocks just had a historical run, and lawsuits like this don't need a guilty verdict to do real damage. We already know at least one of these companies will sell out the other to save itself. For a stock that's priced in for perfection, that's a dangerous fuse ready to be lit at any time. So did AI cause this shortage, or is AI just a cover story? If these three did rig the market, the AI boom didn't just raise prices for them, it handed them the perfect alibi. And while billion-dollar lawyers spend the next few years arguing over which story is true, the bill keeps landing on the same people it always does. You and me. We started with a man who went to prison for fixing the price of the chip in your device. 20 years on, his old company is right back in court. Same crime, new excuse. And the excuse is AI. I really want to hear from you guys on this one. Do you think these three are actually rigging the game? Or is it just what brutal supply and demand looks like when only 3 companies are left? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.